So it's Jnr TKM time around Glenagos Park. Rolling start, of course. Jack Davidson and Christopher Whitten on the front row of the grid. Ryan Edwards, the Welsh champion, alongside Matthew Taylor, Sam Fowler and Lewis Griffiths on row 3. Keep an eye on Matthew Graham and Suzanne Goodsall towards the back of the grid. They'll be wanting to charge up from the rear as away we go into the first corner. Cracking start from Jack Davidson. Gets through the first corner, no argument at all. And even Suzanne Goodsall's made up a place on Matthew Graham at the back. So already those two starting the battle through the field. But it's Davidson out in front in the lead. Second place, that is still Christopher Whitten. So good start from the men on the front row. Matthew Taylor in third place.
Jack Davidson started from the back row at Buckmore Park last time and finished second, so this should be simple then, Jake. Starting from the front row out front, should just clear off, shouldn't he?
Well done. You've just jinxed him now, so yep. That means that he's going to have a very hard race in front of him all of a sudden. Matt Graham not working his way through the field as fast as Suzanne Goodsall. Goodsall's making up 2 or 3 places on this opening lap, although she did get left out to dry at Devil's Elbow a little bit there. So already those two trying to charge their way through. 4th position, that's the Welsh champion, that is Ryan Edwards, hoping for another strong performance in his homeland. And in 5th position, that looks like Lewis Griffiths. Up the inside though, into 2nd position. Great move from Matthew Taylor, very disciplined move, and that's going to put him onto the tail of the 21 Jack Davidson before very long.
Chris Whitten there, now in 3rd place. That graphic says started P2 in 2nd, but of course just as we put that up, he was dropping back to 3rd place, but solid so far. Ryan Edwards, the new Welsh champion, running the C plate, C standing for Cymru. He is the new Welsh champion, won that title at Landau recently, and it is Cymru for Welsh, not Celtic, as people were trying to point out to us incorrectly last year, Jake.
Yeah, don't they know we never make mistakes? Honestly.
Never
at all. So up towards the right-hander at the top of the hill once again. Still your leader, Jack Davidson.
It's a move for second there though, Jake, through the turn, through the spoon. Chris Whitten on the 33, making a lovely move on Matthew Taylor, moving himself up a spot and right on the back of Jack Davidson now as they come through the compression complex one more time.
Matthew Taylor down to 3rd, and in behind the Welsh champion is Lewis Griffiths, rookie this year, of course, the 25, and he is already at the sharp end here at Glenagos Park. Great to see that this championship once again giving newcomers the chance to run close and personal up at the front, and then looked like a little bit of jostling just outside the top 6 on the home straight. One of the drivers there with his arm in the air as if to say, come on guys, we're not playing bumper cars here, this is karting. So obviously there's a few stories to explain later on as this battle for the top 6 continues unabated. And in 6th position behind these chasing 5 is Sam Fowler, the 27, another rookie in this championship in 2015 on the Jade kart, chasing down Griffiths, who in turn is chasing down Edwards, who in turn is chasing down Taylor, who in turn is chasing down Whitten, who's desperately trying to get on terms with the race leader Jack Davidson. These 6 drivers tightening up their grip on the leader once again. Oh, that's Taylor! Taylor's lost the wheel!
Major mechanical difficulties for Matthew Taylor. Literally looks like the wheels have come off that car. Well, one of them anyway. I'm not sure whether that's a loose hub. We'll have another look as the replays. He come out of Devil's Elbow. He's in 3rd place there. Watch where the wheel comes off. It's not as a... It's off now. There's no contact, anything like that. Literally, the wheel has fallen off that car. And that's Ryan Edwards through to 3rd place, drops Griffiths back one.
Yeah, well, Griffiths is having an absolutely fantastic run as a result of Matthew Taylor's retirement. He managed to get onto the tail of Edwards, stormed up to 3rd position, I think at Spoon, and Edwards managed to get him back a corner later. Yellow flags at the final turn, no surprises there. I have to say, Matthew Taylor, very lucky that it was just his kart that was bent and out of shape in that final corner as a result of the wheel falling off. There's not a lot of runoff at that final corner, and that's a nasty place to go off the circuit. He was lucky that that was all that was wrong with that kart at that time, because it could have been him in the wars as well. Meanwhile, the leaders still battling, Davidson and Whitten, and it looks as if it could go either way here actually.
Matthew Taylor, 2nd in the championship coming into this round, I think he was, and he'll be gutted about that. He was going pretty well at the time and looking for the championship lead, particularly with Matthew Graham, the championship leader, coming in well down the field in this one.
Well, let's see where Matthew Graham is actually, because it's still not done yet, this race. He's got time to make up some ground. There's the battle for 3rd position. There he is, in fact. Graham has actually just got past Joseph Reeves-Smith, and he's got well away from this battle led by Lee Whittingham. They're having a bit of a jostle in the mid-pack. but Matty Graham is up to 7th position, just in front of Reeve Smith. Now that is great progress coming from the back of the field, and actually the pendulum has swung back in Graham's favour here with Taylor out and Graham in the top 10. He's actually going to gain points when it looked as though he was going to lose massively.
The rookie battle there between Lewis Griffiths, currently there he is on the 25, and the kart right behind him, Bradley White. They are the two leading rookies in this one. Obviously it's Griffiths that is the leading rookie at the moment.
Third one is right behind them as well. Don't forget Sam Fowler on the 27, just behind these three, having an absolutely cracking fight, trying to get on terms with Ryan Edwards on the red racing kart, the Welsh champion. Here we go, this could be a move. Bradley White having a look to try and get past, and we switch back to the leaders at possibly the worst possible moment. We could well have seen a bit of a jostle for third position, but look, Witten is definitely now starting to think about the lead of this race a little bit more than he was before. Here's that battle for third position. Ryan Edwards the C plate, Griffiths the 25, White the 35, Fowler the 27, and look back, Graham and Reeve Smith are coming too.
Graham getting a lot closer to the championship leader. He's going to fancy his chances to put a move on all four of these karts in front of him. He's 5th in that little battle there in that group. There he is. And he's going to fancy his chances here to make some places up.
You wouldn't bet against him for a podium now. Here we go. Here comes Bradley White trying to go round the outside of Lewis Griffiths to tuck him for the inside, and up to 6th position comes Matty Graham. Great move on Sam Fowler. He timed that to perfection. A few laps ago, it was Taylor in 3rd position looking to gain ground on his championship rival with Graham nowhere. All it takes is one little moment, Taylor's retirement, and Graham has got motivated again. I wonder if somebody signalled to him. He's out, come on. We can get back in this fight. We can extend the gap, never mind lose points. You need to get yourself back on terms here. He could get the podium.
These are valuable championship points in front of the 3 kart here. That is Matthew Graham on the 3. Those are valuable championship points in front of him right there. That's how he will be viewing it. He'll be looking to go past and retain the championship lead comfortably.
Well, let's give a scenario. What if he gets into 3rd position and these two, still scrapping away for the lead, get too close together and knock each other off the circuit? Matty Graham could be staring a win in the face. Never have thought that was possible earlier on, but I've seen stranger things happen in Super 1, so he can't afford to let up for a second here. Still, Witten has got Jack Davidson's every move sussed out here. The big question is, can he get the momentum into the final couple of laps of this race to actually have a go for the lead? We've seen some jostling in the battle for 3rd place, and look at the gap, it is monstrous. But Matty Graham is already swarming over the back of Edwards, down in 5th position now. So Edwards has lost the places to Griffiths and White. They've both gone through. We didn't see where he made the move. Now he's going to make his move back at the inside. They contact. Oh no, Edwards collides with the 35 of Bradley White, and he is absolutely fuming, and that gives Matty Graham net 4th position now. So Graham is 1 place away from the podium.
Let's have another look at this as they come into the Spoon. Classic overtaking opportunity, but just doesn't quite get there. And again, we've said it before, if it's been seen, the person that's doing the overtaking must make the move cleanly. And there's the recriminations from 35. Bradley White, the rookie, he's not happy at all. The man, and there you go, kart C under investigation for contact. He's the one doing the overtaking. It's his responsibility to do so cleanly, and on that occasion he got it wrong. Not deliberate, but he got it wrong, and the Clarks will hold him responsible. Here's up the inside, is Suzanne Goodsold. Nice move. Oh, he's got hooked up on the back of Suzanne.
Oh my word, that is the 50 of Lee Whittingham, caught up on the back of Suzanne Goodsold's kart, and he's going along for a piggyback. That is terrible. That's both their races over pretty much.
Well, I just got hooked up on the back of Suzanne's kart. Oh, that is an absolute disaster for Suzanne Goodsold. She was going pretty well there, made a nice clean move, and unfortunately, Lee's got caught up on a rear bumper. They're going to get going again.
They better get on with it quickly because the leaders are coming through.
Don't push the girls first.
No, indeed, no, indeed. But unbelievable for poor Suzanne Goodsold. The leaders are coming, and no, I think neither of them are going to get going again. The 50 Lee Whittingham has stopped on the inside of the double left-hander.
Suzanne's still going now, but she's well down the field and under investigation now. We got Kart 50 for that contact there, Lee Whittingham. He's under investigation for causing that incident. Of course, he was the one that was behind, and he's ended up running into the back of Suzanne as she overtook. So once again, it's pretty much a fait accompli. If you run into someone from behind, that's your fault.
Christian Briley having some problems there, the 37, with flapping bodywork on the back of his kart. It's all kicking off here in Jnr TKM. Everywhere you look, something is going on. But what has that done to the lead battle? It's given Jack Davidson a clean break from Chris Whitten. I'm not too sure Whitten's got enough in the tank now to close back. So obviously all that jostling and problems in the midfield, yellow flags, whatever, has now meant that Jack Davidson can get a little bit of breathing space between himself and the man challenging for second position. He's about to begin the final lap. Jack Davidson couldn't really have timed this any better, but such a devastating problem for Suzanne Goodsall. I'm not joking. If you broke her kart in half, it would read bad luck through it like Blackpool Rock. She just has all the worst luck in motor racing. She's one of the best young female racers to come through British karting. Matthew Graham, fastest lap of the race, leading rookie and privateer. The man sat in second place, Chris Whitten, doing an absolutely fantastic job. He's done everything he possibly can to overhaul this very talented Scotsman, but Jack Davidson has got it absolutely perfectly today. He's timed every move right, and he's held on to it. He has not succumbed to the pressure. Many another driver would have done, but Davidson has held on through the left for the last time, exiting Devil's Elbow, and into the final turn. Jack Davidson tastes the checkered flag at last in this race. It must have seemed like it was never going to come, and they're still jostling for position. Briley has managed to take on Edwards. Third position, Matty Graham. Talk about saving your day. What an amazing drive back. And the spin at the back there as well. That is the 19. That's Adam Sparrow out on the final corner. Get it back going again. Push it, push it. Come on, cross the finish line. It's almost Ricky Bobby in Talladega Nights. Come on, let me cross the finish line. The marshal's desperately helping him here. He's got to find some horsepower. Come on, come on, come on. Over the line, over the line. There we go. You finally got there. But that must be so heartbreaking. Davidson takes the win from the rookie Whitten. Graham in third place ahead of a host of rookies. Fowler and Griffiths. Briley comes home in sixth place. Tom Evans in seventh ahead of Louis Wortley, Joseph Reeves-Smith and Adam Sparrow a lap adrift. What an amazing race, won in style by Davidson.
Well, I expected more from qualifying, but after that, the first one we got put into the barrier and I got a DNF, so and then in the first final, it was alright. We came through quite well, and in the final we just kept pushing as hard as we can to win the race.
Some of the craziest karting I've ever seen at Glenagor's Park. What can TKM Extreme serve up for us as a finale?